Ever feel like you're just drowning in data, but you can't quite find the story it's trying to tell you? Well, you're not alone. Today, we're going to dive into a really cool 2-day analytics bootcamp that's designed to fix exactly that. It's all about changing up your research game by bringing together two super powerful but surprisingly easy to use tools.
You know, that's the big question, right? For pretty much any researcher. So this explainer is going to walk you through a new faculty development program that's built to help everyone, from faculty to PhD scholars, finally get the confidence to pull out the whole story from their data.
So what's the big challenge in research today? It's pretty obvious, right? We are absolutely swimming in data. But how do you turn that ocean of data into clear, useful insights? You need tools that are heavy-duty, but also not impossible to use. And that's exactly the problem this program is designed to solve.
Okay, so what's the solution? It's this awesome integrated 2-day bootcamp. And what it does is pretty smart. It takes two fantastic platforms and puts them together. First up, you've got JASP. Think of it as your go-to for serious statistical analysis and hypothesis testing, but with a really friendly interface. Then, on the other side, you've got Orange data mining. This thing is brilliant for machine learning and finding patterns, and it's all visual. You put them together, boom, you've basically got the whole modern analytics toolkit covered.
All right, so how does this whole journey actually work? Let's start with day one. The entire first day is all about getting a rock-solid foundation in inferential statistics, and the tool for the job is JASP.
They've structured the day really logically, stepping you through 4 key sessions. You'll start with the basics, like mastering t-tests to compare groups. Then you'll move on to chi-square tests for your categorical data. After that, you level up to one-way ANOVA to look at multiple groups. And then you finish the day by tackling those more complex two-way ANOVAs to see how different factors interact. It's a really smart way to build your skills, one step at a time.
And this is what I think is so cool about their approach. It's not just about learning abstract statistical tests. I mean, look at this. You're not just going to learn what a t-test is. No, you're going to walk away with the confidence to actually compare groups and know what the effect size really means. You won't just run an ANOVA. You'll be able to spot and explain those tricky interaction effects hidden deep in your data. It's all about practical, usable skills.
And here's the bottom line for day one. The goal isn't just to crunch the numbers. It's to get you to the point where you can generate professional, academic-ready reports. We're talking results formatted perfectly in APA style, ready to drop into a paper. It's all about going from raw data to report-ready insights.
Okay, that's day one. Now let's talk about day two, because this is where things get really interesting. Once you've got that solid statistical foundation, the program pivots and takes you right into the super exciting world of machine learning. And for this part of the adventure, your tool is going to be Orange data mining.
Day two is really a journey of discovery. You'll kick things off with the one thing you absolutely have to do in any analysis, exploratory data analysis, or EDA. Once you've got a feel for your data, you'll dive into some really powerful stuff, like PCA to cut through the complexity, correspondence analysis to see how categories relate, and then, the really fun part, using clustering to find those hidden segments or groups just waiting to be discovered in your data.
So I mentioned PCA, or Principal Component Analysis. What is that really? Well, it's a type of something called dimensionality reduction. It sounds complicated, but the idea is simple. Imagine your data has like 100 different variables. It's a mess, right? Dimensionality reduction is like a magic filter. It helps you simplify all that complexity, boiling it down to just the most important bits, without losing the main plot. In today's world of massive datasets, this skill is frankly a superpower.
And the best part about using Orange for this, it's all visual and hands-on. You're not just writing code. You're literally building these workflows with your mouse. You'll be dragging and dropping to explore your data, learning to read biplots to see what PCA is telling you, creating these cool perceptual maps to see how people feel about different brands, and using tools like K-means to build real, data-driven customer groups. It's incredibly intuitive.
Okay, so we've talked about what you'll learn. But what about how you'll learn it? Well, the entire philosophy here is simple. You learn by doing.
This is so not one of those things where you just sit back and get lectured at for hours. Forget that. The whole 2 days are built around you getting your hands dirty. There are live demos, sure, but then it's your turn, with guided, step-by-step practice. And you'll be using real data sets, so you're not just watching someone else do it, you are actively building these skills yourself by doing the exercises.
And they've made the logistics super easy. All you got to do is show up with your laptop. Just make sure you have JASP and Orange installed beforehand. They're both free, by the way. Everything else?
All the data sets, all the templates you need, they provide all of it. Simple as that.
So you get through 2 pretty intense days. What's the big payoff? Look, it's not just about adding 2 new software programs to your resume. It's way bigger than that. Think of it as a fundamental upgrade to your entire research toolkit.
And these are the core takeaways, the real transformation we're talking about. You'll walk out of there mastering statistical testing in JASP. You'll be able to perform really deep multivariate analysis in Orange. You'll get the difference between inferential and predictive modeling, and you'll actually be able to build and understand visual machine learning workflows. It really just strengthens your whole research game from top to bottom.
So let's leave you with this one big thought. Once you have this complete skill set, one that bridges the gap between classic statistics and modern machine learning, the real question isn't just about what you can do, it's about what you will choose to do. What new, bigger, more ambitious questions are you going to be brave enough to ask? What new frontiers are you finally ready to go out and explore?